Most families look back after an Alzheimer's diagnosis and say the same thing. The signs were there for years. They just didn't know what they were looking at. Today, we're going to make sure that doesn't happen to you or someone you love. Welcome back to Sharp, After 60. Simple, science-backed brain health tips made specifically for seniors and the families who love them. Subscribe if you haven't already. New videos every single week. Why are these signs missed? 2 reasons. First, early Alzheimer's symptoms look almost identical to normal aging. Second, the person experiencing them is often the last to notice. Alzheimer's affects self-awareness early, meaning the person affected genuinely doesn't realize what's happening. That's why knowing these signs from the outside as a family member is so critically important. Warning. Sign number 1. Getting lost in familiar places. Not forgetting where you parked somewhere new, but getting disoriented driving a route taken hundreds of times. Getting confused walking through your own neighborhood. The hippocampus, one of the first brain regions damaged by Alzheimer's, controls spatial navigation. When it starts to go, people lose the ability to mentally map familiar spaces. Warning sign number 2. Trouble managing money or bills. Financial difficulties are one of the earliest and most reliable indicators of cognitive decline, appearing years before a formal diagnosis in many cases. Forgetting to pay bills, making unusual purchases, falling victim to scams at dramatically higher rates. If someone who was always financially responsible suddenly seems confused about money, pay close attention. Warning sign number 3. Changes in sense of smell. This surprises almost everyone. The olfactory system is directly connected to the brain regions affected earliest by Alzheimer's. Studies show that a declining ability to identify familiar smells can appear a decade or more before memory symptoms become obvious. If someone can no longer smell their coffee or recognize familiar scents, mention it to a doctor. Warning sign number 4. Withdrawal from hobbies. Abandoning hobbies loved for decades. Gardening, cooking, woodworking, card games, without a clear reason. This often happens because the activity has become too cognitively demanding, and the person is embarrassed by their declining ability. Rather than struggle, they quietly stop. Families assume it's depression or just getting older. But when someone abandons multiple meaningful activities in a short period, it's a pattern worth investigating. Warning. Sign number 5. Repeating the same question. Multiple times. Not telling an old story again months later, but asking the same question or repeating the same story multiple times within the same conversation. Sometimes within minutes. New information simply isn't being stored. The thought surfaces, gets expressed, disappears, and surfaces again as if for the first time. The person has no awareness they've already said it. Warning sign number 6. Personality changes around familiar people. Not general moodiness, but a specific dramatic shift toward people they know and trust most. Becoming suddenly suspicious of a longtime spouse. Accusing family members of stealing. Unusual fear or hostility in comfortable home environments. The brain is losing its ability to correctly interpret familiar faces and surroundings, causing confusion that gets expressed as aggression or suspicion. Warning sign number 7. Difficulty following conversations. Going quiet in group settings where they used to be talkative. Avoiding phone calls. Responding with vague answers because finding the right words takes too long. Language difficulties in early Alzheimer's show up in conversation long before anyone thinks to connect it to dementia. Here are your 7 warning signs to watch for. Number 1. Getting lost in familiar places. Number 2. Trouble with money and bills. Number 3. Declining sense of smell. Number 4. Withdrawal from hobbies. Number 5. Repeating questions in the same conversation. Number 6. Personality changes around familiar people. Number 7. Difficulty following conversations. If you're seeing several of these consistently in yourself or someone you love, please talk to a doctor as soon as possible. Early detection is the single most powerful tool we have against Alzheimer's disease. Hit the like button and share this with every family you know. This information genuinely saves lives. Subscribe to Sharp After 60 for new brain health videos every week. Next video, the Mind Diet. The eating plan proven to reduce Alzheimer's risk by up to 53%. Take care of your brain. We'll see you in the next one.